we're looking at this totally the wrong way. It's not what we're giving to the community, the service clubs, but the service clubs are given to our communities and contributing to what's best here. We have to start looking at it that way, and that's my
I'm going to say the same thing. I come from Arcona, and the Lions Club there has done tremendous work for that community. We've invested hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars in that community. We couldn't keep a summer program going for the same reason. We didn't have staff to do it. We have tons of money, but we just don't have the staff to do it. We never partnered with the Y. The Y never came to us to approach us. We didn't come to council. These folks didn't have anybody to approach us. Looking back now, I think I should approach the Y and see if we could get our program up and going again, because we have enough kids to make our program work. I think it's just asinine what we're doing here, that we're not supporting the book. Going forward, if we don't go forward with it, I just find it just ridiculous that we won't get
It comes to Cook's point. I mean, if you're sitting in Grand Bend proper with the tax base that we contribute over on Hampton Shores, and you look at a brand new arena that people in Grand Bend will never set foot in. That's part of your 23% of the budget. People in Grand Bend will never set foot in that arena. And your operating costs, I can promise you, are a hell of a lot more than $3,000 a year there. People in Grand Bend will never, ever, ever set foot in that arena.
Just on a point of personal privilege, Mr. Mayor, let's just tone down the rhetoric. We haven't had the report yet, and I think they're going to be very surprised.
That's my opinion.
No, it's your opinion, but it's in camera.
Okay.
It's in camera. Mr. Mayor,
anything new to add?
Well,
they're over the 10 minutes.
Here's what I just wanted to make clear. From the time I got on this council, I was told this municipality does not deliver recreational programs. I was told that. I was told they facilitate by providing facilities. My point from day one has been, well, you don't do that in the wellness center. You do deliver programming, so why aren't you doing it for every other community? And that's my point on this. So I'm agreeing with what you're doing. I'm agreeing with what you're saying. I'm just saying this municipality, this council, needs to get its philosophy clear to say it's not just going to be for this community or this community, it's going to be for all communities. So I think you're going to be surprised when you hear the report and the discussion that's going to ensue, because we are on your side. I mean, we are. We have a philosophical shift here that we're going to have to make from what I've been told from day one, which is we do not deliver recreational programs. And that's what we would be doing in this case by subsidizing.
Councilor Wire, you had your hand up a minute.
Oh, yeah, I just wanted to ask, in the past you guys have hired students, how much have you paid per student this summer to operate the program?
We usually have 3 or 4 students. I would say our operating budget for the summer program specifically is around $14,000.
$3,000 donation to the municipality to have recreational programs. Pretty cheap.
Good deal. Councilor Andrews?
Yeah, we talk about philosophy and stuff, and I have no qualms with for us getting together and talking and discussing 100% where we want to go in the future. However, now is now, and kids look like they're going without any kind of things for them to do in the summertime, when there's an organization that's willing to ante up at least 10 grand towards it. And hey, I'm a little bit left when it comes to things like this. I really believe that part of our job, and I may disagree with you ideologically on this, but part of our job as council is to ensure there are things for kids to be able to do. If we can do that at a fairly cheap way of doing it, I think that's $3,000 for that.
Okay.
Pretty good, right?
So, yeah, anything new?
I don't want to sound like I'm not supporting children. Like we spend 23% of our budget on recreation, so it's not like we're ignoring the children in our area. Right? I guess I'm just saying that.
I guess it has to be balanced. I guess that's the problem, is it's not balanced, right? It's not balanced. Like Grand Bend is not really part of
I
that,
see what you're saying.
right? And that's where you have to readdress, because we've done that. We've done that for you guys.
Okay. Thank you for coming. Does council want to deal with this report? Presently, there's 3 options there, 1, 2, and 3.
Mr. Mayor, I'm going to jump shift, and I'm going to move that we accept option 2 on the Director of Community Services report. We give you $5 grand, we don't partner with you. And you'll kick us into a philosophical discussion that says, where do we stand with this? And we know we have 3 years to try and get our act together to be proactive. If you're not in business 3 years,
We may come back.
There's a motion on the table for option 2.
I'll second this.
Second.
Excuse me. speak to it?
Yep.
I agree with the councillor Bonesteel specifically about the fact that we do have to have this discussion. And I would like option one overall, but the fact is that there are different ideas on this table that need to be hashed out for strategic plan and all the rest. And option two is going to be able to get some money where it's supposed to be at the short term for us to be able to decide what's going to happen.
And then have discussion on September the 11th. At least we made the commitment.
We can amend what we're going to do. The money will be hot.
And get the money now.
Does this do anything for you guys?
Does it help?
What does it do for you today? What option?
Well, it's gonna put a future to the youth center,
A
right?
future, but it doesn't do anything. for
But
the
it,
summer
but it's not
program.
gonna do anything for the summer program at this point. I mean, we're towards mid-July, right? So we're gonna probably try to get some day programs on table, but it's not doing anything now for the summer program is not here. But at least it gives us something for September as far as we're talking about staging and the why.
We didn't make any decisions because we didn't know, we came tonight with a clean slate, so we weren't.
Just to clarify, this option does give you money now, if you can provide programming. This doesn't get into 1,500 and three, this gets $5,000, period, now, if you want to start your program. What this option does, and are you familiar with it?
Haven't seen it.
Oh, you haven't seen it? Okay. On the report, do you want to explain it?
We met with the Optimist and proposed a solution where it would minimize the risk to the municipality from having a three-way partnership, and the proposal, we partner directly with the Optimist, provide a $5,000 grant every year. Out of that, you'd have to pay the utilities, and then our $3,000 contribution towards the Y would come out of that as well. So we provide a grant to the Optimist Club in the amount of $5,000 a year. We provide programming as you see fit and partner with whomever you choose.
Is that a 3-year program we discussed actually? What was, we're not privy to the reports, I don't know what was.
There's no time element on it, it's however long, I guess it'll be an annual renewal, there'll be a budget issue, but I think what it does is it gives you the option
Right.
of partnering. We can't, I don't think, because we've said we're gonna have our public-private discussion on September the 11th, I don't think we can get into a partnering option with you right now, I think that's premature. But option 2 says, don't worry about partnering, get the money up front, start the relationship, and away we go.
Respect your opinion.
Deputy Mayor Day?
That's the question for Mr. Bonesteel. So how are you going to address or respond to the 23 other service clubs are going to come to you and ask for $5,000 now? And we haven't had that discussion exactly what our relationship will be. So I'm not sure how we're going to address it.
This comes under financial exigency, and we are equipped to do that. Other service clubs, this is why we're going to have our discussion in September about public-private partnerships, and that's why I wanted to avoid a partnership at this stage, because it would set a precedent. So this is a financial exigency matter. We can do that. We are entitled to do that under the Municipal Act, and I thank the Director of Community Services for coming up with option 2 because it hits everything we need without setting a precedent. No, it's a standalone solution.
We do have other partnerships, though, do we not with Small World and
Yeah, there's a couple outlined here in the report with, subsidizing the Hampton Community Health Center and as well the nurseries.
That's just for the
That are nonprofit.
room, like that's just for the area, right?
Yes.
That's not actually cash.
Yeah, that's right.
We're not paying cash to anybody.
Okay. The motion is there for option 2.
I guess this question's for staff. So this is a municipal building, right? Not owned by, it's owned by the municipality. So as far as scheduling activities in the room itself, how would that be handled for the Optimists?
Yeah, we don't use that building except for the youth center, so you don't just use it as you have in the past.
Okay.
Call the vote, Mr. Mayor.
All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried.
Hey, one for the kids.
Congratulations.